Okay, you have learned about fluid properties in reservoir engineering class last year, so I will just discuss briefly, so that we can conclude and we can understand it faster. Okay, I hope you already understand about the basics, the fundamental of this topic. Okay, so talking about oil and gas, it's actually constructed or generated from hydrocarbon components. Okay, very small, very only one unit like alkane, CH4, methane, ethane, alkane, for example, pentane, C5H10. Okay, all of these component will create what we call natural gas or crude oil. Okay, so crude oil or natural gas are made up from this unit. Okay, other examples like cyclohexane like this, benzene like this. Of course, I will not require you to memorize this ya. Nggak perlu. You just need to, generally understand that the gas, natural gas or crude oil are made up from all these components. This is the classification. So we have petroleum. We can distinguish between hydrocarbon and non-hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon saturated, unsaturated, aromatic, saturated, for example, paraffin, aliphatic, alicyclic, and others. And this is the chemical formula. Okay, for aliphatic, CnH2n plus 2, alicyclic is like this. It's like this, right? And this is the chemical structure, simple chemical structure of methane gas methane, ethane, C2H6, and so on and so forth. Okay, so from these components, now we need to know about phase diagram fasa. Okay, phase diagram are generated by plotting pressure versus temperature. Okay, pressure versus temperature, and you will have this line. You will have this line. We call this phase diagram fasa. So this line will separate between liquid phase and gaseous phase. This is for each component. Okay, so for example, if you have high temperature and low pressure, for example, here, your sample, okay, tekanannya rendah, temperaturnya tinggi, your sample here, then we are in gaseous phase. Maka dia akan berfasa gas. But if you have low temperature, for example, the pressure is quite high, you will be like, you will be here, then you will have liquid form, liquid phase. Okay, so phase behavior or phase diagram is really important. This is the description of the equilibria between the phases as the pressure, volume, and temperature of the system changes. Okay, so this will dictate, this will determine the phase of the component. For single component, pure, for example, only CO2 or only CH4, only one component, the shape, the phase diagram will be like this. Okay, so you have this line, for example, and then you will have solid phase, you will have liquid, you will have gas. So if you have low temperature, suhunya dingin misalnya, suhu dingin biasanya komponen akan berada pada fase apa? Kalau dingin, biasanya cara mudahnya adalah it will freeze. Ya, it will be solid. So if you have low temperature on the left, but the pressure is quite high, then you will have solid. Okay, so for low temperature, for water, for example, H2O, pure H2O, you will have solid in low temperature. But if you heat it up, ya, jika Anda memanaskan, then from solid, it can melt. For example, here, to liquid phase. So from ice water, to liquid water, because we heat up the water, kita panaskan. But if we heat it further, then from liquid, it can change to gaseous, or vapor. Jadi airnya dari awalnya liquid menjadi uap, menjadi gas, atau lebih cocoknya uap. So the phase diagram is really important, but it's of course for hydrocarbon, we cannot say it is only single component. It is mixture of components.